What do a pregnant teen and her kid inside her have in common? Both are probably thinking, my mom's gonna kill me. Some of you were probably disgusted by that joke when I was saying it. Some of you are probably still thinking about it until it hits you. Some may have even chuckled a bit, and some, like me, probably laughed when first hearing that joke. You are a real OG if you laugh because that was pretty funny. But I also want to ask the same type of people something. Why did you think that was funny? More specifically, why did you laugh and smile at that joke? Why did you use your facial muscles to show your teeth out and make your lungs puff out some air and make some noise? Or more broadly, why do you even laugh or smile at all? And some of you probably already have an answer to that question. Some of you will probably explain that the joke I said was random and inappropriate, and some of you will probably think or say that you laughed or smiled because it was funny. But I'll ask again, why do you laugh and smile at funny things? Because even though you say we laugh and smile because something is funny, we also laugh at a lot of other things. We laugh when we're embarrassed, we laugh in awkward situations we definitely don't want to be in. We hint a smile when greeting strangers or fake one around people we don't like being around. It all shows we laugh when we're not just happy, but when we're also uncomfortable. So again, why do we laugh and smile? Well, science argues that laughing and smiling have their own biological reasons. Common sense tells us that laughter is the best medicine, and studies by doctors prove this. Studies show that when we laugh, we gain more oxygen and inhale more air than we usually do, and therefore bring more life and energy into us. Tying into this, scientists hypothesize this is what essentially gives us dopamine when we laugh. The feelings of joy and happiness resulting from laughter are chemical reactions from the lungs taking in needed oxygen. Moreover, smiling was found to give the same chemical reactions because we're exercising our facial muscles and moving blood to places that are usually neglected when we're having our normal facial expressions. Like lifting at the gym or going for a run, smiling and laughing give the same chemical endorphins because of their similar functions. So that are two reasons why we laugh and smile. Biologically, we laugh and smile because it helps us feel better, improving our mood and overall health. But that's pretty surface level. It says we laugh and smile because it makes us feel better, and vice versa. It says that we laugh and smile because it brings good emotions, and while that's a good basis to start off with, let's go deeper. More research says we laugh and smile because of psychological and social benefits. Laughter and smiles can act as a tool for getting ourselves across and getting ourselves connected to other people. We smile at people's jokes and sense of humor to show appreciation at that joke and the person as a whole. We also laugh and smile to show our own sense of vulnerability and therefore be more approachable and agreeable. Professor Sophie Scott, a leading psychologist in University of Western Alabama, discovered that smiling was meant as a social tool to show appreciation of an individual or group. Smiling helps create a bond and shared connection by showing that we like the people we're around and we want those people to be in our lives to help each other out. When you think about it, this is actually self-explanatory. When we show and protrude our teeth, we inevitably expose it to potential dangers. It is necessary that we leave our teeth protected with our lips and muscles because we need it for eating food. So whenever we do let them out in the air, we are comfortable in our environment. We show our teeth as a sign of vulnerability and of a signal to others that we are comfortable with their company, therefore being more approachable and agreeable to others around us. This can come in varying degrees where different types of smiles can be more effective. This explains why we hint a smile at strangers. It shows kindness in that we're not there to kill them, but instead we are okay with them. This is also the case why we sometimes smile and laugh when we're uncomfortable, such as when we're speaking in public or in our own embarrassing moments. It's a form of muscle memory and a coping mechanism to show vulnerability and break the tension around the air by being presentable and agreeable. This sheds light to the community building and the social tools smiling and laughing can serve, but we need to go deeper. And to do that, we have to go over the concept of humor. Simply, humor is essentially made up of past experiences and common references. When a buddy of mine showed me his camera roll filled with screenshots of pages of a packet we were crammed in one night, I couldn't help but laugh because I remember the stressful but hilarious experience we shared together doing something so irresponsible. When a friend of yours tells an inside joke, you snicker and giggle because that joke references some event that you and your friend went and saw together. When somebody tells a story, we again can't help but smile and laugh when they get to the punchline because it feels like we're in the story they're telling. It feels like we were there with them. And when we do understand this, understand humor, we become more connected to the person expressing it, or when we do express our own humor, jokes, and stories, we again become more connected and familiar to the people we are expressing it to. This is why comedians or funny people are often easier to relate to, often faster to connect to. The kind of any friend group is the heart and soul that ultimately connects people who often have no common ground with each other. This can be expanded by taking a look at potty humor, dirty jokes, and memes.
Goddamn. These nuts.
We laugh at dirty jokes and potty humor because of our own past experiences when we were younger, when dirty jokes and potty humor was not tolerated and was often seen as bad. When we were younger, the word crap was a seriously bad cuss word. Or maybe a few years later in middle school where that one classmate and kid keeps making sex jokes. Or when in more adult years we laugh at very dark jokes involving death and depression. And the case of memes is kind of self-explanatory. So what does this say about why we smile and laugh? Well, it goes back to the whole community building sense. We smile because it shows we comprehend and can convey the happy emotions and chemicals we get from humor. And if humor is made up of past experiences, common references, memes, we make a community of the same shared past experiences. We laugh at those types of jokes because we all shared the same experience at the time. We laughed at the word crap because it was one, forbidden for a huge number of us, and two, it was a poop joke. Similarly, sex jokes as teenagers are funny because we weren't supposed to be talking about sex, because it's forbidden and seen bad upon, and dark jokes because death and depression is often forbidden and seen bad upon. Sharing and understanding that humor helps create a sense of friendship and inevitably a community, as we are generally more akin to a certain group of people that come from the same background and upbringing. And if being in a community, being together, being not lonely, our brain makes chemicals to signal happiness, comfort, and joy to show that this is a good thing. Being social creatures, we strive to be with other people whether we want to or not. And if creatures like us love things that give us good things, such as laughing and smiling, we keep those things in evolution, just like how we keep better muscles and organs, because they are needed. We keep the ability to convey and comprehend humor, i.e. laughing and smiling, because it is necessary to our survival.